You want to teach people what they need to know that they didn't know that they need to know in order to achieve or accomplish what it is that they want to accomplish. Hey, friends. Welcome back to another episode of The Sharice Williams Show, the only podcast created for highly conscious, high impact nurse turned entrepreneurs looking to create, launch, and scale a wildly successful holistic health coaching and consulting business from a place of ease and flow. So that being said, you guys, I'm so excited to bring this to you today because this conversation actually stems from a conversation that I had with a colleague the other day. And today I'm going to share with you exactly what I would do if I was starting from zero with my coaching business. Okay. I will say I would also do this if things were kind of slow in business, if I was in a little slump. Okay. And so you guys know me, anything that I share, it's not theoretically, it is what I've actually done. So this is literally how I started my holistic health coaching business. Okay. And so what I want to do is I want to give you the structure, the strategy, if you will. I'll give you the strategy, and then I'm going to kind of give you some caveats to that. And then what I'll do is I'll share with you the why and the how behind that. Okay. So this is what I would do. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. What I would do is I would create an offer. My offer would be really a case study offer. That's what it would be. Because when you are starting your coaching business, you are wanting to have a proof of concept, if you will, or a validation. You want to validate your product, right? And so I know a lot of you are thinking, oh, yeah, I should do this for free. No, you shouldn't. You know why you shouldn't do it for free? Because several reasons, but primary reasons are one, when people don't have any stake in the game, they don't play full out. You don't play full out. Okay. So it's going to tamper with your results because they're not playing full out, which means they're not going to get the level of transformation that they're wanting to experience. Period, point blank, end of story. Okay. And let's just face it, you have a wealth of knowledge. You have a wealth of knowledge. You guys hear me say this all the time. As nurses, as clinicians, we are freaking brilliant at what we do. Brilliant. And so you want to make sure that you are monetizing that brilliance. So what would I do? I would create a case study offer, or I would present a case study offer to my ideal clients. I'm going to talk to you about that in a second. And it would be for a short period of time in exchange for a testimonial. Right? So it would be let's say 6 weeks. This is literally how I started. 6 weeks coaching, 6 weeks health coaching, very narrow topic. So everyone that's listening to me right now, you each have your own way of each have your own desired clientele. You have your own ideal client, and you have your very distinct way of working with them. Okay. And so what I want you to do for this 6 weeks, I want you to get laser focused in pinpointing one issue. What is the one issue? Not, I'm going to help you feel better. Everybody wants to feel better. What are we working on specifically? Okay. This is going to ensure that you are laser focused in your approach. They are laser focused in what they are doing. And you're going to have the most amazing testimonials from people who are literally can't stop screaming your names from the rooftops. That's what you want. Okay. All right. So your ideal client and 6 weeks. So that's the thing. Your offer is 6 weeks worth of 6 weeks of coaching in exchange for a testimonial. And get your pens out if you don't have it out already. And what I would do is I would say the full price, the full investment of this coaching experience, the 6 weeks coaching, is $5,000. However, I am taking 2 clients at $500. I'm going to run through these numbers right quick, but I want to give you a caveat. So let me run through the numbers. So I would do 2 clients at $500, and I would say this: the first 2 clients will be able to work with me for 6 weeks, specifically on this, whatever this is, right? The next 2 clients, $750. The next 2, I'm taking 2 clients at $2,000, and then 2 clients at $4,000. The full price full price will be 5,000, and you will still enroll prices at 5,000. So now let me stop. Let me just pause right there for a quick second. I want you to play around with these numbers. Okay. I will say this. If you're listening to this, you are a nurse or a nurse practitioner or a physician. If you are not charging at least $5,000 for your coaching services, you are vastly undervaluing your years of education. You are vastly undervaluing the level of impact that you can and will and do make. You're vastly undervaluing the level of transformation that you're able to create. So, and you're vastly undervaluing your years of experience. I don't care. You are vastly undervaluing you. Okay. So, yes, I said 5,000, and I meant that. And it definitely can be higher. I think when I first started, I will share with you, when I first started, I offered a 3-month program for 1,200. And I quickly realized that ain't gonna work. Number one, the length of time was too short. I felt for the way that I was working with my clients and the level of transformation that I was wanting to provide, and the level, the dollar amount, the investment was ridiculously low. But I had to start somewhere, right? I'm not saying use that. I'm just sharing the story with you. Okay. I will say this though. I think I enrolled 1 or 2 clients at that price point. I jumped to 6 months for 6K. And then I think I enrolled, I don't know, 1 or 2 people at that price point. And then I did a massive jump to 12 months at 24K. Okay. Now, again, I'm not saying that your and the investment of your program has to be like mine. What I am saying is don't undervalue. Don't undervalue who you are and what you bring to the table. Okay. You're freaking brilliant. You're going to hear me say that time and time and time and time and time again ad nauseum, because I mean it. And it's true. Okay. And so here's a couple of caveats to what I just shared with you, the different price points. If your coaching services includes, let's say, testing, if it includes supplements, if it includes like materials that you have to pay for, make sure that you're adjusting. You've probably heard this. If it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense, right? You make sure that you're not cutting yourself short to where you are in the negative. Okay. You absolutely have to cover your costs, and you absolutely deserve to make a profit as well. Okay. And so that's a little caveat I want to throw in there. Again, if you're offering specialty testing or functional medicine testing, or like I said, supplements for, X length of time, factor that in and then base your numbers on that. All right. Okay. So that's what I would do. And so here's the thing. What ends up happening is you enroll 2 people at each. You'll continue to enroll clients at the 5K or whatever your actual full investment of the program is. You'll still continue to enroll. But what's amazing is that you'll have 10 or more, however many you choose to, you'll have 10 or more clients that, again, are singing your praises from the rooftop, because you're going to be able to work very laser focused with them for a very short amount of time. So it's going to be a very potent engagement, a very potent container. And I love it. I love it for you. I love that for you. Okay. That's exactly what I did when I started. And here's the other great thing about it. Some of those clients who you worked with for that 6 weeks length of time, they will want to continue on in a longer engagement, which is fabulous. You can then decide if you want to bump up the investment for the program. It's totally up to you, but that's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing because you've worked with them, they've gotten great results, and now they're like, wait, I know we agreed for 6 weeks and for a testimonial, awesome, but I want to keep going. And so that's a great problem to have. It's not a problem at all. It's beautiful. All right. So we talked about how to break it down, or how to price it out. Again, everyone's number is going to be different based on what's included in your coaching services. If it's just your knowledge, your intellectual property, you can totally run with the numbers I just said, right? Full investment 5,000. You can definitely go higher than that if you want to, but if you're not sure, if you're just kind of tiptoeing in, full investment 5,000, but start the first 2 at 2, 750, 2,000, 4,000, and then 5 at the full price. Okay. Yes. All right. So now let's talk about, got these, like, how do I go about doing this? And so here's a mistake that I see a lot of people make when they're first starting their business. Because we're so inundated with social media, right? We're always on social media, whether it's Facebook, TikTok, wherever, Instagram, wherever we are. Oftentimes, what I find that people miss the low hanging fruit, and they try to build their business from the outside in instead of the inside out. Listen, hear me closely. I guarantee you know people. People are already in your experience right now who would love to work with you. Okay? Who would love to work with you? Number one, they may not know what it is that you do in this capacity. Maybe they know you. Oh yeah, she's a nurse. She used to work at the hospital. Or oh yeah, she's been a doctor for 20 years. But maybe they don't know that now you have a business and you are a holistic health coach, holistic health practitioner, functional medicine practitioner, whatever title you are using. Maybe they don't know that. So start from the inside out. I will tell you, when I started with and I did start with 6 people. Literally, I'm not telling you anything that I haven't done. These were all 6 people were associated. I knew them all. I knew them all. One was well, they were all friends in some capacity, but from different areas of my life. So 3 of them were nurses that I used to work with at the hospital in the ICU. In various ICUs, actually. Now I think about it, I used to be in the float pool, so I worked in at that time. Our hospital had like six different ICUs, so of course I have friends in all 6 ICUs, right? And then over the years, even though I've been away from the bedside for 10, 15, almost 15 years, I think at this point, well, maybe at that point it was somewhere between 10 and 13 years I've been away from the hospital. But there were friends that I still stayed in touch with periodically, and I knew enough about them that I knew their struggles. I knew kind of, what they were struggling with, and I knew that I could help them with that thing. Okay. And so 3 of those people were nurses, friends, right? One of them was a friend from my network marketing business. 2 of them were friends from my network marketing business. So it's 3, 4, 5. Who's that 6th person? I can't remember now. But anyway, they were all people that I knew. So don't think, oh, I'm gonna build my business with all these strangers. Yes, you absolutely will, but don't neglect your warm market, people that are the closest to you. When I say the closest, not in relation, but closest to you, meaning you know them, right? That no like and trust factor is already there with them. You know them. They're not a total stranger off the internet. So build your business from the inside out. Secondly, then I would definitely bring in more people through conversion event. And so you guys know that I love masterclasses. And so what I would do is do a masterclass. Create a masterclass, you guys, that you're going to run. You can do it in person, or of course you can run it online. And so here's the key to creating a high converting masterclass. You want the key? You want the secret sauce? You want to teach people what they need to know that they didn't know that they need to know in order to achieve or accomplish what it is that they're wanting to accomplish. So if they're wanting to lose weight, if they're wanting to reverse their diabetes, if they're wanting to balance their hormones, whatever the case may be, however it is that you specifically work with your clients, teach them what they need to know that they didn't know that they needed to know. It's not a riddle. Literally teach them what they need to know that they didn't know they need to know. Because here's the thing, if they knew it, they wouldn't have the problem, whatever the problem is, right? Whatever the health issue is, they wouldn't have it because they would know what to do. So they only know what they know. They don't know what they don't know. So teach them what they know. Teach them what they need to know that they don't know they need to know. Okay. And again, very focused, narrow focus. Not again, I can help you get better. With what, how, what, and then literally, so now going to the how, walk them through the transformation. Where are they starting point? Where are they starting from? Where are you going to get them to? Okay, so maybe you're like, okay, your hemoglobin A1C is 11. We're gonna work to get it down. We're gonna work to get it under set, whatever it is. So whatever it is that you are, again, however it is that you're working with people, it's kind of hard to give exact examples because all of you are different, which makes it so beautiful. Okay. And so high converting event. By the way, if you're like, I love to teach, I would love to create a high conversion event. I just don't know how. That is one of the things that I help my clients do. Okay, so feel free to reach out. Easiest, best way to reach me is reach out to me on Facebook, Sharice W. It's at Sharice W. Okay, or Instagram is at Sharice Williams. Either way. All righty. So first one, I said, like, you're asking how are you going to get these? How are you going to get these 8 to 10 people? Whatever. First, work your business from the inside out. Don't prejudge. You don't know. You don't know. You think you know. You don't know. If there's someone who you would enjoy working with, if there's someone who has a problem that you know that's your area of expertise and you can help them with that problem, and if they're willing, you can't make anybody willing. If they're willing, right? If they have the desire to fix the problem, because let's just face it, there's lots of people walking around here with problems, health issues, and they really don't have a desire to fix them. They might say they do, but they're not willing to do what's necessary. Those ain't your people. Those ain't the clients that I'm talking about. We're talking about people who are ready and who are willing. They've been looking for someone to work with them. They've been looking for that support, that level of support and expertise and knowledge. Insert you. Okay. All right. So build your business from the inside out. Secondly is a high converting conversion event. And then the third is, and I talked about this in episode 19. So if you missed this, definitely go back and listen to that. But that third way would be increase your visibility. Increase your visibility. Okay. How do we do that? By leveraging people who already have your ideal client, your target audience. So what does this look like? Facebook, doing Facebook Lives, doing guest appearances in Facebook groups, people's Facebook groups, right? Podcast guesting. There's so many different ways. I think I gave you, 5 or 10 in episode 19. I think it was 5 ways to really increase your visibility. So definitely go back and listen to that. All right. Okay. So that's it. So here we go. No excuses. It's not a matter of, I don't know anybody, because yes, you do. I promise you do. You have people in your warm circle that you are affiliated with in some way, shape, or form. In your phone, on your Facebook list. Trust me, previous jobs, previous organizations, and previous churches, previous so listen, I want you to think about all the different jobs that you've had in the past, different jobs, different arenas, different hospitals, whatever the case may be. Some of you guys don't know, I used to be a legal nurse consultant years ago when my kids were little bitty, itty bitty. I didn't want to go back to work at the hospital, so I got certified as a legal nurse consultant. I still stay in touch with some of the women that actually, I have like three of the women that I that I know from that era of life, right? That was 20 something years ago. My boys now are 22 and 24. So this was 21 years ago, something like that. Okay. So don't forget people from different areas. Like I said, I have people that I'm still connected to from network marketing. I have people that I'm connected to from all 6 different ICUs I used to work in at one particular hospital. I have people that I'm connected to from agency nursing. Okay. So I want you to literally leave no rock unturned. I always say that, leave no rock unturned, because I guarantee you, each and every one of you who's listened to me, you're probably sitting on about $100,000 in services from people that you already know. Yeah. Okay. All right. So there we have it. That's exactly what I would do. That's exactly what I did do. And again, if things were low, let's say, for instance, you were moving and grooving with your business, and for whatever reason, things kind of are slowed down, go back to the basics. I always say, go back to the basics. I would implement this in a heartbeat. Okay. All right, you guys, if you have questions about this episode, feel free. Again, best way to reach me is to hop on over to Facebook or Instagram, send me a message in Messenger. You guys know I'm always in the Holistic Health and Empowerment community. So you can always find me there inside of that Facebook group, Holistic Health and Empowerment. And last but not least, if you have not gotten yourself into the Prosperous Practitioner program, what on earth are you doing with your life? Like, for real. You guys, we have nurses, nurse practitioners, DNPs coming into our Prosperous Practitioner program, literally getting clients within the first week, first 2 weeks. So no exaggeration. And so this is not about, it's a 3-month program, you guys. Reach out to me. I won't even go into all the specifics now, but 3-month program. And this is a program where it's literally designed to get you quick wins. Okay. It is clinical. It's a combination of clinical and business development. All right. And when I say clinical, you might be thinking, if you haven't been around a whole lot, if you're not following me on Facebook or Instagram, you might be thinking, well, wait, I have clinical. Yes, but here's the thing. What we are showing you inside the Prosperous Practitioner Program, what we're teaching you is how to elevate your knowledge, right? We're teaching you how to look at a CBC from a root cause lens. We're teaching how to look at a CMP, a lipid profile, a thyroid profile from a root cause lens, because you know, as well as I know, you have patients, you have clients, potential clients, you have friends, you have family. You might be one of them yourself who you know that something's off, you know that something's wrong, but they go to the doctor or you go to the doctor, they run all the labs, they say, oh, your lab works fine. And you're like, but I don't feel fine. Like I know something ain't right. Something ain't right. And it's because because if it doesn't fall within that pathological range, right, the reference range, if it's not flagged as high or low, you're fine. Well, that's not the case, and you know that it's not the case, as evidenced by you feel like crap. Your client, your family, your friends, your clients, they feel like crap. They're not getting answers. So if you're really wanting to be able to give them answers, real solutions, just by looking at their CBC. You guys, I didn't learn this in nursing school. I didn't learn it. I did not learn in nursing school. But I'm so glad that I have this knowledge now, because you can look at a CBC and there's certain trends in the CBC and in a CMP that actually point to inflammation. Here's the thing. If your body's inflamed, you're not going to lose weight. So even though you're working out and you're eating right, if you don't deal with the inflammation and the cause of the inflammation, guess what? You're not losing weight. And that's just an example. There's markers you can look for in a CBC and a CMP that even point to autoimmune dysfunction. Okay, so questions about that, just hit me up on Facebook or Instagram. You guys, implement this. If you're starting from scratch, or if you're like, I don't know where to start, I know I can start, I know I want to start, I don't know where to start. Start here. To offer a case study offer, and then you can build from there. All right. Again, y'all have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much for tuning into this episode of the Sharice Williams Show. I cannot wait to see you guys for the next episode. As always, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.